We met a man named Angel Garza, whose 10-year-old daughter, A. was killed just hours after receiving a certificate she was quite proud of for making the honor roll.
No, come here.
Angel Garza's daughter, A. was just 2 weeks past her 10th birthday when he walked this path on Tuesday, dropping her off at school for what turned out to be the very last time.
She was the sweetest thing, dude. She's so creative. She just got an award for being the most creative.
I'm a fourth grader also.
I don't know what to do, man. She didn't deserve that.
No.
She didn't.
Oh, she didn't.
I just want to protect my little girl.
It was her fourth grade classroom where that 18-year-old gunman opened fire, killing A. at the very moment her classmates say she was calling for help.
She tried to grab her phone and call the cops.
And as we spoke, we heard a sound from inside the house. A.'s mother, sobbing.
I hear someone crying inside. Who's
That's
that?
her mother.
I mean, the reality is I don't even know how those students even begin to process it, considering they're so much younger in the first place in comparison to what happened in Parkland. I mean, at least we had the vocabulary to discuss what happened at all. These aren't even, I wouldn't even call these people kids. They're babies, basically. You know, these are kids that are under 10 years old a lot of the time. I don't even know how they begin to process it. I don't know how anybody of any age begins to process this, because this is something that never should have happened.
And while some parents find solace in the hope for change, Angel Garza is not one of them, at least not now.
Nothing's gonna change. I mean, this always happens in a small town. Nobody expects anything bad to happen, and then it happens, and everybody wants to make changes to prevent it from happening, and then it dies down a little bit, and then it happens again, and then it's a cycle. I just want my baby home. I don't care. I don't care about anything else. I don't care about nothing at all.
I'm so sorry.
Nothing's going to change. Those are the words of Angel Garza, a father left to grieve the loss of his 10-year-old daughter after a teenager with an AR-15 gunned her down along with 18 other students and 2 teachers in Uvalde, Texas on May 24th. The Garza family is one more preventable tragedy in a seemingly endless string of massacres, tragedies enabled by a Republican Party that unapologetically values guns over people. Within hours of the shooting, Republicans were already locking arms to protect one of their most valuable donors, the NRA. "We don't need more gun control," tweeted Georgia Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. And Texas Attorney General Ken Paxton dismissed any talk of gun control as ridiculous. But perhaps the most offensive was Texas Senator and General scumbag Ted Cruz, who visited Robb Elementary School, the site of the shooting, to blame school officials for not locking their doors.
And one of the things that everyone agreed is don't have all of these unlocked back doors. Have one door into and out of the school, and have that one door armed police officers at that door. If that had happened, if those federal grants had gone to this school, when that psychopath arrived, the armed police officers could have taken him out, and we'd have 19 children and 2 teachers still alive.
Other senators weren't as performatively terrible as Ted Cruz, but they were just as useless. Senator Mitt Romney, who has received a staggering $13 million from the NRA over his career, offered his thoughts and prayers in a tweet. Iowa Senator Joni Ernst called the act senseless and horrendous. She also pocketed over $3 million from the NRA over the last few years. Ohio's Rob Portman also sent his best wishes to Texas, without mentioning the $3 million in NRA checks he's cashed over the years.
Neither parent is sure what to tell her 3-year-old brother, Zane.
Every morning he wakes up, he asks for his sister.
And Garza says it's just too painful for the family to stay where they are, in an area so full of memories.
Angel Garza is grieving, but he's not grieving alone. There have been 27 school shootings so far this year. It's been barely a week and a half since a white supremacist attack that left 10 dead in a Buffalo grocery store. Nearly 300 people are dead from this pandemic of mass gun murder. All of those families, like the Garzas, feel invisible in the face of government inaction. Can we blame them?
Well, as the governor was going through his introductory remarks, before he started taking questions, Beto O'Rourke, who had come into the press conference just moments before it started and sat down in the third row, then stood up and started confronting the governor. It didn't take long, if you watch the video of all of this, for others in the crowd to start yelling back at Beto O'Rourke. But this is some of the exchange that we saw unfold just a short while ago.
Excuse me.
Sit down.
You're out of line and an embarrassment.
Sit down and don't play this stuff.
Next shooting is right now, and you are doing nothing.
No, you need to get out of here. This isn't the place to talk this over.
This is totally predictable when you...
Sir, you're out of line. Sir, you are out of line. Sir, you are out of line. Please leave this auditorium. I can't believe you're a sick son of a come to a deal like this to make a political issue.
And that person you saw there behind the governor and the lieutenant governor yelling, you're out of line, is the mayor of Uvalde. And as he was being escorted out, Beto O'Rourke started telling the governor, turned around once again and said, this is on you. As long as gun laws in this state are not changed, then there will continue to be more children killed like here in Uvalde.
But just because Republicans don't want to talk about gun control doesn't mean they don't want to take action. On Wednesday, the far-right news outlet The Federalist argued for an especially Republican solution to the skyrocketing violence in our schools. Just close the schools. You heard that right. Guns, yes. Schools, no. In an article that is jaw-dropping in its cynicism, The Federalist argues that the only safe place for children to learn in this dangerous time is at home. That's an odd position for Republicans, who practically demanded we keep schools open at the height of a deadly pandemic. And the claim isn't even right. Survey data found that 128 children died from unintentional gunshot wounds from March to December of 2020. By comparison, only 98 kids died when schools were open during the same period in 2019. But this isn't about protecting kids. It never has been with Republicans. This is about using a tragedy to attack public education. The Federalists' effort to use the Uvalde shooting to build up the GOP's attacks on what they call unsafe government schools is a slap in the face not only to Angel Garza, but to every family who's lost children to school shootings. Their solution is essentially give up. And that makes sense for the Republican Party, who likes their voters as uneducated as possible. But it is disgusting at a moment of national tragedy. It is past time to start our national conversation on gun control, even if we have to do it without Republicans.